What's up, Digital Collective 828?
This is Sean.
Rashina, that threw me off, y'all. He said, this is Sean. So listen.
No.
What did you say? Lord, our shenanigans first thing in the video. But anyway, this is what happens when we sit together and do these commentaries, y'all. Typically, we be in our two different spaces just to make the video production easier. But because y'all said, someone asked, why are y'all not sitting together? We decided to do this one. So we decided to do this one together. And look what happened. We didn't even get through the introduction yet. All right. Anyway, we have some important news to share with you about two heavy hitters in the financial mainstream space, y'all. Guess who they are? Who are they?
BlackRock and
Franklin Templeton. Right. Yeah. They are doing something in the crypto space, right, that you need to know about. So stay tuned. Sorry, this introduction took a little bit longer. We together, y'all.
First, before we start, I got to clarify something. Our last video we did about XRP market cap.
Yeah, we did.
I made an error by saying Amazon.
Oh, the market cap had exceeded Amazon.
Right, which was incorrect. I don't stand corrected on that.
And like you said, if we misstate something, we want to set the record straight. All right, so you got that off your chest. We good? Yep. Okay, we good. We're going to keep rolling, y'all.
Let's go ahead.
Let's keep rolling. So we talking about BlackRock and Franklin Templeton. So they are some of the world's largest asset managers, right? With over $10 trillion in assets, y'all. Lord, 10 trillion? Oh my God.
That's more than some countries have in their GDP.
So basically what's happening is that they are involved now in tokenization. So tokenizing assets. So these two companies are actually doing that with blockchain technology. Right. So let's start with the first one, BlackRock. BlackRock in 2024, they launched a fund called BUIDL, and it's a special type of investment fund that instead of getting like your ownership shares in the mail, if you own, like when you buy stock in a company, you have a piece of that company, you have an ownership of that company. Basically, you would get your statement in the mail of how much ownership you have in a company if you own stock. But with this fund, it's basically a digital token on in a secure digital wallet. So what's in it is like US Treasury bills, T-bills. That's just like when you give the US government a loan and they promise to pay you back with interest, like a short-term loan. That's what a US Treasury bill is. But basically this fund is not for everyday investors right now.
It's not only for accredited investors.
Accredited investors. Think of something like Sam's Club or Costco, right? You would need a membership to shop in those stores in order to get inside. So that's the same thing with this fund. So this fund that I spelled BUIDL, you have to be an accredited investor, just the same thing as being a high net worth investor, having millions, having them coins.
Oh yeah, you got to have them coins.
Having them coins.
And BlackRock is all about them coins.
Right. So that is the way that you are able to participate in that fund. When you buy into that fund, ownership is represented by digital tokens in a secure digital wallet. And that is being offered by BlackRock. And that is a big thing.
One thing you had to understand about BlackRock owns a lot of assets in the United States and outside of the United States. I mean, they are really big. I know people is wondering if BlackRock is going to do a XRP ETF, and they say they wasn't. However, there's a thing that's coming up in November the 4th is Ripple Swell. And guess who's going to be there speaking?
Who?
BlackRock.
Okay. All right, cool.
So are they going to do one? We'll find out sooner or later.
Listen, they might not be telling you or us that they're gonna do one. That's the thing.
You just hit it.
They know what they're gonna do. Their step. They already have the strategy mapped out, I'm sure. But basically, what we were saying is that when BlackRock, this huge hedge fund, and it's starts investing in new technology, taking real products and investing in new technology, this is not a test anymore, y'all. This is the start of the new financial era. So this is not where People are thinking about it. People are not. People are being about it. I don't know if you heard that phrase. Don't think about it, be about it.
Things are really moving fast. I know we just hit the first week of September, and for BlackRock to come out and Franklin to come out today saying what their next step is, like my wife said, the new era. This is something you really need to focus on because we're close to the end of 2025. And we'll be going into 2026, and that whole year is gone. So don't if you want to know and more information, like we always say, please do your research on these two companies and find out what they're doing and how they're doing it, so that you could be prepared when things start changing in 2026.
Right. So, with that being said, I want to talk about DTCC. Basically, what it is the hidden plumbing of the U.S. stock market. So when you click on buy, like if you ever bought a stock in the stock market, on the New York Stock Exchange, the Nasdaq, or wherever, if you bought a stock before, the DTCC, that's the plumbing, that is the mechanism, that platform, the foundation that handles that purchase for you. So basically, what it does is when if I bought a stock, it'll make sure that I get my stock and the seller gets their money. So it facilitates the transaction when you buy a stock. That's what the DTCC does. And they handle over $2 quadrillion in trades every year.
Say that again.
2 quadrillion.
I want to throw this out. DCC actually they are partnering up with Ripple, XRP. One of the advisors already said that they can do $100 trillion without even going through regulations. They are actually working with Hidden Road.
Wow.
You know who Hidden Road is, right? Well, if you don't, research that. However, XRP, Ripple actually bought Hidden Road. Y'all connecting to the dots now. And DTCC will be working with Hidden Road to do different transaction. So that tells you, and my wife just said that they do 2
$2 quadrillion in trades every year.
Do y'all know how much that is a year?
Okay, so I got what the DTCC stands for. It stands for Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. But to get back to what I was saying about the DTCC is they're upgrading, right? So I said they handle all the trades. So every time somebody clicks buy or someone sells, they're the platform that's handling that. And so they're upgrading their plumbing with a new platform called Project Ion. And before this upgrade, trading typically would happen in T plus a certain amount of days, like T meaning the trade date, and then plus is the settlement days. So with the upgrade, it allows them to do trade date plus 0 settlement days. So what does that mean? Instantly. So if you trade, you know that it takes a couple days for your trade to settle. Like when you buy or sell things, typically it takes a couple of days for your trade to fully settle, and your money to be available, your brokerage account to reflect the true value. With this upgrade, the Project Ion is supposed to allow them to have T plus 0 settlement, instant settlement. Just make sure you get it what I'm saying. Okay, remember when you go to the gas pump, right? And you would swipe your debit card, right, to get gas. They may have changed this by now, but you would swipe your debit card to get gas. You would say, maybe I'm getting $30. So the bank doesn't know how much you got immediately right there.
They take $1.
So they'll hold a dollar on your account. This is how it used to work. I don't know. Okay.
I got gas today.
All right. So they'll do $1, and then it has to settle and get to your bank, so it knows the actual amount. So the vendor that what you bought the gas from has to send them their receipts to say, okay, this person got this amount, and then it settles in your account, kind of a thing. That's what I'm talking about. The day that you did it will be the trade date. So if you got gas today, it'll be the trade date. And the plus number, the number of days it takes to get to your account, will be the settlement date. So I just want to make sure that people got that when I said that. So DTCC is using is upgrading to Project Ion that removes that settlement day lag to go to instant settlement. So why does this even matter? Why is it a big deal? Because it matters because when banks are moving billions of dollars of money, even a one-day settlement is a risk for that. Like if I say, "Oh, I'm going to send you $1 billion, but and I send it today, but you don't get it to 24 hours.
Right.
What if something happens in 24 hours to that platform I sent it on? But if I sent you my $1 billion and you got it instantly, that gives me less risk as the sender. So, and think about this now. We're going to get somewhere with this. Just hang with us. So now let's go to the next part, and you're going to see it. So with these two things, we got BlackRock, we got Franklin Templeton, and now we talked about the DTCC. So now Nasdaq launched a department called Nasdaq Digital Assets. Their main task currently is custody. So they're going to, it's like a digital vault. They're going to have a place for custody of digital assets. You might not have gotten the gravity of what I just said. Nasdaq, what is that? That stock exchange, right? The stock exchange, right? The Nasdaq is one of the two most famous stock exchanges in the US, and it's strict to get listed there. It's strict. They have a strict list of requirements to be listed on the Nasdaq. So, and the Nasdaq, so in case you don't know what that is, it's a huge global marketplace where people buy and sell shares of company. So, what is the Nasdaq doing? They are creating a trusted vault that people can safely store their digital assets. Safely store their digital assets. The Nasdaq is. Now, what did we say about mainstream adoption?
It's here.
Right. We already talked about BlackRock, talked about Templeton, Franklin Templeton, the DTCC, how this all is aligning. Like, I hope you are connected a little bit, but we're going to bring you home. If you're not seeing, you're like, okay, how do all these go together?
Just remember that everything is dealing with payments. And this is where XRP comes in with the XRP ledger. Every payment had to be on some type of ledger. Not only the United States will be using this, you have over 192 countries will be using this.
And it might not be XRPs for sure.
Well, you do have XLM. I definitely know that there will be XDC. Anything dealing with trading, XDC will take care of all of them.
Yes. So that's the point of knowing your tokens that have utility, to know where they can fit and where they align in the new financial era. So they have, these companies and these platforms have options to use these tokens that are aligned, that facilitate it. So if I know that this token or this coin will allow me to do this new thing that I've built, then I can use that one, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's not just, it may not be, I'm not saying it won't be XRP, but we're not saying it 100% will be XRP. But we know that XRP can facilitate it.
When it comes to cross borders.
So why does this matter? Bringing this all together. So now we got two platforms that are offering ways to have assets that can be tokenized. We talked about BlackRock. They have BUIDLE, on where right now only accredited investors can do that. Franklin Templeton also has one, and actually Franklin Templeton came out with theirs before BlackRock did.
And Franklin did apply for application for XRP
ETF.
Yeah.
And then I talked about DTCC, where they are upgrading their platform. Then the Nasdaq has this place to store digital assets, tokenized assets. Look at all these dots. Are y'all getting them, how they all go together now? A major hedge fund have a way to do tokenized assets. DTCC, that the place that handles all the trading, upgrading their platform to allow for instant settlement. The Nasdaq creating a place for tokenized assets. Come on, this all relates, y'all.
So everything is gonna be tokenized, y'all. Everything. You're gonna be able to tokenize your house.
I don't say everything will be tokenized. I say that it can be.
They can tokenize you.
It can be.
Well, I'm speaking for what Larry Fink said. He's the CEO of BlackRock. He said in his speech, not me.
Okay, go ahead.
Look this up. He said everything will be tokenized. That's coming from him.
Okay. According to Larry Fink, I don't know Larry Fink.
You don't have to know him. They listen to what he said.
Listen, you're right. Listen, I only take one person's word as true. That's Jesus. So everybody else is trust but verified.
Amen.
No, it's verified then trust. I say backwards. Anyway, this is our marriage humor. But I wanted to show you kind of and build that story and build this I guess this information for you to see how all those things line up. They're not just coincidence. They're not just coincidence. And these are different players. We got the hedge fund players. We got the underlying support of all trading activity. They're playing now. Then we got the Nasdaq. They're playing now. Everybody's playing. Everybody is getting into the groove of things and to the new phase. Like things are moving digitally fast.
Mass
Fast.
adoption is coming like never before. So that's why my wife and I are trying to put out this information so people can understand.
Right.
I always say, do your own research so you can understand what's coming in the next year or two. We got
Shoot, I don't know if it's the
2026,
next year or two they have now.
2027. I mean, everything is moving fast. You can look at when President Trump took office in January, and look how far we are now. We're in the 9th month already.
I just know that major companies that have lots of money are taking action and they're moving in ways to show you where they're going. The thing is just, are you paying attention?
Yeah.
And, are you paying attention? And are you going to make time to understand if you don't understand? And like, we get it. We get it. In the beginning, I've told the story before, crypto to me was like, whatever, like in the beginning, whatever. My husband was more into it than me initially, until one day I saw my investment go up really, really quickly. I'm like, okay, you got my attention. But it shouldn't have even taken that from me. I really wasn't paying attention to the space. But now that I am paying attention, all the clues are there. Like all the clues are there. This is not going to happen in a vacuum where you had no advanced knowledge, no advanced information to be able to participate in the big win. You just choose what you want to do, or you prioritize what you want to do. We're not here to say do one thing or another, to get involved or not get involved. But what I want you to do is to be aware and to have understanding and to know what's happening. That's just like people who took forever to get connected to a debit card. We talked about it before, versus wanting to write a check all the time. You rarely see people write checks now. That people do write them sometimes, but when you're in a grocery store, people paying with their debit cards or whatever now. It's mainstream. So it's going to happen whether you get involved or not. I just hope that you get involved. Well, get involved at least with your awareness, so that you're not still in a line with your check and everybody else is digital.
Well, I'm gonna give this information now to add to what we were talking about and show you to see how fast this thing is moving. As of September 30th, 2025, there will be no more checks sent out. So if you get like Social Security,
okay, I'm like, let me explain what my husband's saying. Not checks, period, everywhere. Does not apply to every platform. He's talking about government related checks, like your Social Security. That's what he's mean. That they will just send you. Yeah, so not all checks, not payroll checks. They're talking about that. They're talking about government related checks.
Yeah, and they, according to President Trump executive orders, no more checks will be mailed out.
It'll be transferred digitally.
Now, if you do not want that, they're gonna send you a card where your money will be on. So that's something that shows you just how fast we are actually moving to a digital.
Right. I already told you. Y'all should already, if y'all following us, y'all should already know this. The DC828 family, y'all are well aware, because we done talked about several things to show you the transition that is coming. We talked about the government saying that it costs them too much money to print pennies. They're not going to do pennies anymore. Sorry, next year, no more new pennies will be printed, made or whatever. So pennies is going to get faded out.
Yeah, you get dying.
So the transition is coming. So hopefully, if you're not following us, follow us, because number one, we share it like no one else shares it, with humor, with with humor, with leading with our faith and integrity, and then giving you the facts. That's what we want to do. Give you the facts. And we appreciate that you are rocking out your crypto journey with us. Listen, because we are here to help others with awareness, with understanding, to break barriers and build legacy for your family and for your friends and for you to win, because it is time for you to win.
And remember, we are not financial advisors.
Oh, informational purposes only. Listen, informational purposes only.
I'm an educator, so I'm sorry.
That he gonna say that. So, and what we always say, do your own research. Listen, subscribe, like, share, do all the things. And thank you for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, come on. What you waiting on? Click that subscribe button today. And then also, if you would like to check out our Patreon, we have fully upgraded that space. Listen, that's great. That space has been upgraded. We send out
merch.
we got we got DC828 merch, y'all. Listen, we got DT. We ain't got ours yet.
It's on its way.
It's on its way. It's so new, we ain't even got our own set yet. But when we get it, we're gonna rock it and let you see it. So we got DC828 merch. We have a Discord for you to chat in there with the community. We have insights that we put in there every week. We motivate. And listen, we go live on the platform to connect with our Patreon family. So again, thank you guys for being a part of our journey. Thank you so much for all your comments, for all of the times that you encourage us and you tell us that you appreciate us. We appreciate it. It really keeps us going to know that people out there are finding what we share helpful and they're connecting and they are liking what we say. All right, then, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
What is wrong? Pray for them, y'all. Listen, this is DC828. Until the next video, we'll see y'all.